Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. This week, Sagittarius, we are doing the fairies. So you're going to get a fairy card, a message from the fairy book to you from a fairy, and then, sorry, my OCD is going off with the water bottle in the way. And then I'm going to ask through the tarot what the fairy would like you to release, what the fairy would like you to embrace, any hidden factors, to divulge those that you might be unaware of. There's been a bit of digging involved in some of those. And then any energy that is coming towards you, that is approaching you. I still have my orthodontic device, so bear with me trying to formulate words and sounds. There is an extended at the end of this as well, and the link is at the top of the description if you are drawn to it. And in the extended, your inner child will speak to you through the fairy deck and the tarot as well. So, Saggies, let's get started, Saggy. Sagittarius. A fairy card for Sagittarius. Ooh, you have Solas. Like the sun, there's a lot of fire energy. Wow, I think this is a really wonderful card, guys. Let's get into it, like, right away. Solas, number 13. Here. Solas, knowledge, consciousness, synthesis, spiritual empowerment. Solas stands midway between the realm of the singers and that of manifest reality, the realms of Faery, this world and other realms and dimensions. The singers dwell in a cosmos without boundaries or differentiations, but we and the fairies live in worlds where there are limitations to overcome and boundaries to identify and expand, which helps us to grow. When we don't know what we need or who to turn to, Solas will help us if we ask. To an Oracle group member, Solas said, "Allow the surface noise to fade. I'm here waiting." Solas encourages us to stand on our own feet, to recognize and utilize our own wisdom, to depend on our own strength, and to acknowledge and work with our own good qualities, using them as stepping stones to prove the less good. Yet, at the same time, Solas recognizes that we cannot do everything alone, and helps us to make the connections and to have the insights that will help us to accept wisdom, energy, and assistance from other realms, especially the realms of the singers of the fairy. With faith in the human spirit, Solas sees us as arrows fired from a bow, choosing our own directions and soaring into undreamed of heights, empowered by trust in a creative life force. It's kind of cool that we're talking about arrows. In the reading, Solas is radiant, energizing, vitalizing. This presence in a reading often indicates that something new is being brought into being in our lives, partly through our own efforts and partly through the help we are receiving from other realms. Miracles may take place. Movement into the light is occurring. This is a time of taking action, passing on our blessings and learning, and for service given from a position of strength. Wow, it's really an empowering card and kind of at the cusp of creating a manifest reality. Really at the cusp of creating a manifest reality, guys. That's awesome, Sag. Now, let's see. I'm guessing to get you there, we're going to get some guidance about what to release and what to embrace. Any hidden factors that you are unaware of, and energy that is approaching you. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. I have to say, the cards that came out in the tarot feel very different from Solas, to be honest. So I'm going to clarify too. So we're going to dig into this a little bit deeper. What are you being asked to release? The Three of Earth, the Three of Pentacles. Now, this Three of Earth card to me, it's so much like the Three of Wands in the tarot, like someone standing on the shore and looking out and expecting and waiting and knowing, which I think is interesting because it feels like you're on the cusp of manifesting something into the real world. I really feel that with this. So, the expectation, release the expectation. Something you want to work on, something you want to work your energy with someone else on, and waiting and watching to do this. It's really like the Three of Pentacles combined with the Three of Wands for me. Just looking out, and expectation, and waiting. This is where it gets really weird. So what are you being asked to embrace is the Two of Fire, the Two of Wands. And I think it's funny because, you know, I said the Three of Earth reminds me a bit of the Three of Wands, where you're standing on the shore, you're expecting something to come in. You've taken enough action. Like, that's what comes after the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is kind of, you know, being in your own energy, in your own space. It can be your own home, work, car, whatever it is. And you just have the idea that there could be something good out there for you. You have the idea that there could be something good out there. That the world has got things to offer for you. Wouldn't it be grand to go out and make some choices about things like that? To find those things. It's really like the spark. It's the first idea of this. So almost like backtracking a bit somehow on something that you're trying to manifest. It's a little bit like backtracking. So, if you've already been through some sort of process and you've thought to yourself, yeah, I want to go out and find for me things that are out there. I know there's going to be some good choices for me to come across. And so you go. And let's say you go to the mall. And you have something in mind, like this is what I want to find. Or, I don't know, maybe just looking for some new friends. Like, I'm just going to go to the mall and hang out and see who I can bump into. And so you're just kind of standing on the sidelines, sitting in one of those massage chairs, you know, at the mall. And you're waiting and you're expecting, but nothing is coming. I'm kind of hearing, Solas is saying, go back home and rethink your plan. Reimagine what it is that you want. Reimagine what it is that you want. Okay. So I want some really good friendships. Do you think you're going to find that at the mall, Solas is saying? You're probably not, no. Well, you know, think about it, like, what are you interested in? Does this and that interest you? Does shopping interest you? Does jewelry interest you? Do clothes interest you? Not really. Well, then you're probably only going to meet people at the mall that are interested in that, right? So I feel like you literally, yeah, like you were looking for something, but you're expecting it in the wrong place. Or you haven't really come to full understanding of what the deeper level is of what you want. What you want to go out and find. So I do feel like you're being asked to kind of go back to the drawing board a little bit. But think about what you really want here. How would it make you really feel? What kind of connection do you want? Do you want shopping buddies? Or do you want, you know, someone else who enjoys painting or photography or something like that? So I was like, yeah, no, well, we probably won't find those people at the mall. If you do, it's perchance if you're walking by an art supply store. Like, it's gonna be a one-off. It's not gonna be likely to happen. So you need to kind of think about what it is that you're really looking for here and where you would find that. Are you going to find it where you've been looking? So the hidden factor that you want to be aware of is the Page of Earth. Oh. I feel like what you're looking for is also looking for you. But somehow you're in two different places. See, you're not going to find this little dude in the mall. This little dude is not going to the mall. No. Not going to hang out there. That's not my energy. That's not where I expect to find, like, cool connections. Like, people that I really jive with. I'm going to go for walks in the woods. That's where I'm going to find the people that I really like. That's where I'm going to find something that's for me. There's a hidden factor that you're unaware of. So what I think, the real, like, just nitty gritty, let's simplify it because it has not been the easiest this week with some of them, and Scorpio is a killer. Is what you are looking for is out there, but it's not where you're looking for it. This is a hidden factor that you're unaware of. I guess you're aware of it now. Energy that is approaching you is patience. Temperate. Oh, it's you! Oh, you're approaching yourself. That's interesting. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Yeah, what does that really mean? Because it's your card. The energy that's approaching you. So, to me, when I'm doing a reading and the card of the sign comes out, for whatever reason, like, I feel like it's some sort of self-empowerment. Self-empowerment, alchemizing of energy, bringing this idea, this concept together. That what I am looking for is also looking for me, but it is not in the place that I am looking for it. That's really deep. That is really deep. Wow, the High Priestess is at the bottom. And then Temptation. Yeah, you need to go, I feel like, within and reassess what it is that you're looking for. What would it be? Can it exist where you're looking for it? Can it exist in that form where you're looking for it? Will it exist in the form where you're looking for it? If not, where does that exist? Yeah. Let's clarify. This is a really interesting one, Sag. Saggy. What you're being asked to release is where you're looking. I feel like that is where you're looking. Yeah, too. Like, maybe you go to a mall that specializes in clothing, but you're looking for car parts. You're not going to find that there. So you get to clarify, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, which I find is interesting because it's a hidden factor that you're unaware of, and the Knight of Swords. Because the Page of Pentacles is sitting here, it already exists in your reading right here. I feel like what you're looking for, is, yes, looking for you, or trying to come into alignment with you. But in a way, it's really not moving from where it is. It's not moving from where it is. Yet, there is a desire to rush. There is. There is a desire to rush. But it's not moving. It's almost like you gotta go and find it. It's like you gotta go and find it. Why is it not moving, I wonder? And what is it? What is it that you're looking for? And why is it not moving? So what are you being asked to embrace is the Two of Fire. Let's go back home and let's really think about what it is we want. And we're going to find out where we're looking for it. We're going to find what we want this to be, where we are looking for it. The World, Temperance, and the Ten of Swords. That's pretty major. I feel like this is like going back to the drawing board. This is really like ending however you were trying to find this, or pull it in, or connect to it, or locate it. Like this is really ending that. You've put a lot of patience in, but that's not how this is going to go. Because you got two major endings here with the World and the Ten of Swords. You need to embrace this, that it's not, you're not finding it where you're looking for it. You're not going to find it where you're looking for it. It's funny how often this has come up this week, where it was incredibly strong in Scorpio, but what you're being asked to release is kind of amplified in the embrace, like exactly what we said over here. So get back to the drawing board. Now this one takes me a minute. The hidden factor that you were unaware of is this Page of Earth, this Page of Pentacles, right? What you said over here is like, well, you know, don't look and wait and watch for it because it's not moving. Although it wants to move, but it's not. So, the Hermit. Oh, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So this energy is very strong self-contemplative energy. This energy, whatever you're looking for, if it's, I want to say it might be a person because it's the easiest way for me to describe it with these two knights. This energy is actually now showing up with 3 different knights. What you're looking for, who you're, I shouldn't say that, they're all here because the bottom card is the Knight of Pentacles. All the knights are here. There is really a desire for movement, action, definitely, because this page is not moving. What you seek to find is not moving. It wants to move. It really wants to move. But I feel very much because with this page of the Knight of Pentacles, it needs a plan. It needs a plan. It needs something stable as the underlying reason for movement. It needs something stable for the underlying reason for movement. That's why it will not move. Okay, so we figured that out. This is why whatever you're looking for will not move. It needs some sort of underlying stable plan to move, to give it reason to move. It wants to move more than anything, I feel, with this Knight of Swords, but it won't. What you're looking for, it won't move. It needs, as the underlying the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like it needs to move knowing that it's moving towards something stable and with a plan. And it's not sure how to come out of its own gate. If it should come out as the Knight of Wands or it should come out of the Knight of Cups. If it should lead with its passion and its desires, its excitement, its feelings, its intuition, and its emotions. What should it lead with? It doesn't know. Because it's in the Hermit. It's very self-contemplative. If this is a person that you're dealing with, they know they want movement, but they have to figure out, I feel like, what initiates this movement for them. So, okay, now the energy that is approaching you is patience. It's like temperance, right? So it's a self-empowerment energy, I feel. Ow. I been very clumsy lately. A real self-empowerment. The Judgment card, the Seven of Cups, and then the Eight of Pentacles. So the energy that is approaching you is a rebirth. It's a rebirth into many possibilities and possibly confusion. Working through the rebirth is working through the confusion. The rebirth, the new beginning, is working through the confusion. Looking at all things from all sides here. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, obviously like putting the work in. Like putting the work in. Because what you want is not going to come to you in a way. Like, yeah. It's not that you can't have it. I don't feel like that. Because there's nothing here like a major block. It's just that what you want is not going to show up where you're looking for it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? What you want is not going to show up where you're looking for it. So you need to go back to the drawing board and think about what is the overall energy of what this is. Again, like I said, if it's just for simplification, if it's a friend, a new friend, I want a new friend. I love like this little dude. I love walking through the woods and picking flowers or stopping somewhere and painting a landscape scene. There's tons of people at malls. I'm going to go to the mall and find me that person. Yeah, but that person's probably not at the mall, right? So where could that person be? Where are they inspired? What inspires them? What do you want out of this connection? Do you want to keep going to the mall with this person? That's what I feel. Do you want to keep going to the mall? If the mall isn't really, you just think, well, that's, you know, a good place to find someone. It could be at the mall. But it's probably not what you want to keep doing with this person. That's really what I got coming through here. This person, I feel like, I don't know, you probably know them. Maybe you know them because I feel like this person wants to move, but they can't or they won't. And maybe they've recognized that they don't want to be at the mall too. I don't really want to be at the mall. That's not really where I find fulfillment, so I'm not going to go to the mall. So you have to figure out where you find, I think, a similar fulfillment with what it is that you're looking for. What is a similar connection? What drives this? What will drive it? What will give it, right? The Knight of Pentacles, which it might be slow and steady, but it gets somewhere. It's going to get somewhere. There's a plan. It makes sense. It's logical. Because they know that they're not going to meet what they're looking. This person's probably been in the woods for days, months, years. Who knows how long they've been waiting for you. But you've been at the mall. And they're like, well, I'm not going to the mall. Because it's not my thing. So, yeah, that's really interesting. I'm going to ask, before I go in and do the extended, I'm going to ask Solas here. Solas? Maybe Solas. Probably Solas, yeah. A specific message to you from Solas. Just a simplified reading. Actually, your reading was not too hard to unwrap. I mean, even though it is kind of odd, it wasn't too hard to unwrap compared to some of them this week. Solas, tell us, Solas. Tell Sagittarius what they need to hear here. You have the World and you have the Queen of Cups. Wow. So this major shift to me is like love. It's all about love and feelings and emotions. That's what's going to lead you to what you want. Anything else will not lead you there. Love, feelings, emotions, your intuition. Where do you intuitively think that you will find this energy? It's not the mall. I feel too, like with the world, I'm just really drawn to her right now. And this energy feels so kind of free and unrestrained, not contained. It doesn't go to wherever you're looking for it. Like it's out in the free. I don't know why I'm talking about the mall. It's and then like the woods. So it's literally like you're looking for something that's free and wild and explorative and creative perhaps, and it possesses that because it's sitting here with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And it would love to move forward with the Knight of Swords, but it needs a plan. Right? Like this energy has that. Whereas, well, you're not going to find that in this contained space, this contained energy. You're going to find this in a place that is open. You know what? It's open to some sort of expression here that doesn't exist wherever you are or wherever you're looking for it. That's what Solas is here to tell you. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. That was interesting. Like what's at the bottom? The Knight of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Pentacles. There needs to be... There is a potential here. With 2 Knights of Pentacles, yeah, it's slow. Slow. Everything is so slow now. It's going to be slow for who knows how long. But there is the potential for this to actually... You're going to find this and you're going to make something with it. And you're going to win. Because the Knight of Pentacles always pretty much wins. He's just the slowest one to get there. Well, not really. Probably the first one to get there. Because some of the other Knight energies don't necessarily meet to fruition what it is that they're trying to get to. Or what they're trying to create. And maybe that's why this is sitting in this energy. It's just sitting with this, contemplating it. But it doesn't move forward. Wow, that was interesting, Sag. I'm going to go do your extended. Thank you. It feels really short. I don't know. But that's the message. That's what I got for you. Until next time, do be gentle with yourself and don't go to the mall. Bye.